Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review of the TAG Heuer Orange F1 Quartz. Reference number on this is WAZ101A.FC8305. I want to give a special thanks to my buddy Anthony in Australia for lending me this watch to review before I ship it off to him. I also want to thank Caliber11.com for a great resource on the history of the F1 and permission to use photos of earlier models. TAG Heuer recently did a refresh of the F1 Quartz, going back to its origins and releasing the F1 in bright colors. Now I'll be going over the new orange dial 43mm quartz. If you like this review, please click the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Alright, so to get into the unboxing, first of all you have the black TAG Heuer box, of course, with the logo on the top. And moving off the main box, you have the inner box, which I'll get into in a moment. You of course have the instruction manual. So what they give you is the warranty card in the back, right here. And then you have the instructions written in multiple languages. And to get into the box itself, you have the flip top. You have the TAG Heuer logo and a cushion area on top here. Of course you have the TAG Heuer logo here. And getting into the watch itself, of course you have the watch. The F1 was the first original designed model TAG Heuer released after TAG purchased the Heuer brand. It was their answer to the new popular low-cost plastic and colorful Swatch quartz watches at that time. The F1 was successful for TAG Heuer. The first version was introduced in 1986 and it ran through 1990. It was also the first TAG Heuer quartz model. A year later, TAG introduced stainless steel cases, followed by chronograph models a year after that. 10 years later, 1997, TAG dropped the basic three-hand models and made the F1 only available with the chronograph. The second generation ran from 1997 to 2000, and then TAG Heuer discontinued the F1 altogether. It was popular and it sold well, but it's believed that TAG Heuer was trying to bring the brand more upscale, and the F1 was a bit too much on the low end at the time. TAG Heuer refreshed the series 4 years later with a new design. They used better materials, made them in larger sizes, and came with a higher price tag. The generations that followed kept similar designs, just different variations until 2015 when they began moving the F1 more upscale. They released limited editions, all steel designs, and they got very creative with different versions released, but it always remained quartz. TAG Heuer has been releasing a lot of models lately to pay tribute to earlier generations. This year, the F1 gets the respect. They recently released 4 new references. This review is the orange texture dial 43mm quartz. Dimensions of this model are 43mm wide, 48mm tall lug to lug, 10mm thick, and it weighs 98 grams. TAG Heuer uses a Ronda 6003D Swiss quartz movement in this model. It's a reliable movement with date at the 3 o'clock, 4 joules, and up to 10 years battery life. This version has resemblance to the first generations of the F1, but instead of using synthetic materials, they upgraded to an all stainless steel case and rotating bezel with brushed ceramic insert. The stainless steel case is brushed along the front, polished on the sides, and the crystal is flat sapphire. The thick black straps are stitched nylon with gray and orange accents stitched along the sides. It's got a steel TAG Heuer branded pin buckle, and the straps are long enough for larger size wrists and are very comfortable. The dial features a textured bright orange color. The dial markers and 12 and 6 numbers are black with superluminova applied to the markers and numbers. It shows as white in daylight, and the lume glows green when charged in the dark as seen here. The fixed inner ring displays seconds, and it's got a rotating bezel for timing things. They added the Touch of the Orange Shield logo at the 12 o'clock on the bezel and in stainless steel on the crown. The date is very visible, showing white with black numbers at the 3 o'clock. The rear screwback case displays the TAG Heuer logo in the center, racing flag on the top half, and it shows details of the watch around the circumference. This version of the F1 is 200 meters water resistant. Alright, so here's a shot of it on my wrist. Of course I have 7.5-inch wrists, and 43mm wears really well. It's not a thick watch, so it's very comfortable to wear. The straps start off kind of firm, but you could tell that they're going to break in and loosen up real easy, and this will be a comfortable wear for a long time. This watch is fun. The orange is bright, The nylon straps are really comfortable, and a lot of detail was put into this design. The pricing is not as cheap as the original F1 watches, of course, but the upgraded materials make it a great value while paying tribute to a classic. Orange dials on a watch are not for everybody, but those of us who enjoy it, when you read through forums about orange dial watches, the discussion always goes towards criticism of the shades of orange used. To me, the two that stand out as my favorite orange used are DougFNJ and TAG Heuer. DougFNJ professional orange watches tend to be a high standard many use. TAG Heuer made great choices here on theirs, whether used as orange colored accents or on a full dial. TAG Heuer has been doing excellent the last few years with newer models, paying tribute to their older lines and designing them with a modern touch. I like that they used nylon instead of rubber, but I also wish they introduced it with a bracelet option to switch things up. It's a fun watch. Right now it's available in orange and green versions. I also look forward to seeing what direction they go in future releases. Please leave a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see. For more information on the history of the TAG Heuer F1, check out caliber11.com. I look at that site as a go-to reference for all things TAG Heuer. Now, if you like this review, please click the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications of future reviews. Please leave a comment below. I do read and reply to them all. And you can also find me on Twitter at DougFNJ, and you can find me on watchuseek.com. I'm a moderator of the TAG Heuer forum. Would love to see you there. So I want to thank you again for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.